And here are the teams. India led by skipper Mohammad Azharuddin. The batting will be opened by Sachin Tendulkar and Ajay Jadeja. A solid middle order: Sidhu, Azharuddin, Dravid, Manjrekar and wicket-keeper batsman Nayan Mongia. The four bowlers for India: Srinath, Kumble, Vaidya and Venkatpati Raju. The Pakistan side is led by Amir Sohail and he also opens the batting with Saeed Anwar. The middle order comprising Ramiz Raja, Salim Malik, Inzamamul Haq, Ijaz Ahmed and keeper Rashid Latif. The bowling led by Waqar Younis and Atif Javed, followed by the spinners Saqlain Mushtaq and Mushtaq Ahmed. India won the toss and put Pakistan into bat. Let's join our commentators with the very first ball of the day.
So the first ball of the Pepsi Cup about to be bowled. It's going to be Amir Sohail to face, and the cheers of the crowd become a roar as Srinath comes in. And Sohail's beaten by that ball which moved away. So action right from the start and this game coming alive.
A beautiful delivery to get first off for Amir Sohail. See there, pitched around middle and leg stump, bit of movement off the seam, opening up Sohail, in fact beating him all ends up. Beautiful delivery.
And this time it's through mid-wicket. Azhar will be chasing that. They've gone through for one, and that's the first runs for Pakistan.
Well, not quite where he intended to hit it.
And that's glanced away for four by Amir Sohail. Prashant straying, and that's 4 runs. 7 for no wicket.
Well, this is the danger when you're bowling to a field like that. You cannot afford to err in line or length. And the moment he pitched on leg stump, Sohail quick to pounce on it. Man at fine leg, is it leg slip? So there's no fine leg, so the moment he got some bat on it, it was 4 runs all the way. So 7 for no wicket, Pakistan.
Amir Sohail facing. And he's gotten away down to fine leg. There's no fielder there, and it's going to be 4 runs. The point was that Ravi was trying to make, that with that field you've got to bowl to it, so that's 4 more.
A very little margin for error when you're bowling to a field like this. You've got to be bowling off stump, outside off stump. Cannot afford to bowl to a player of his ability and quality anything on leg stump, especially when you don't have a fine leg as the Indians have here. And this is easy picking for Amir Sohail.
Prashant now bowling to Saeed Anwar. And that's going to be 4 runs. What a lovely shot, bisecting mid-off and cover. 4 runs.
Well, he's at his best when he plays shots like that. Saeed Anwar in front of the wicket. Here, this one. Glorious cover drive. He's given a little bit of width outside that off stump. He ended up hitting it on the up. Was in the air for a while, but bisected that gap beautifully. Really, this man looking dangerous now.
Good shot, beats mid-on, that's 4. Very well played. Amir Sohail cutting loose here in Sharjah. That's his 3rd boundary. His score moves on to 18.
Well, that's a beautiful shot. This is such a good wicket to bat on. There's very little happening for the bowlers. The bowlers have to bowl a good line and length. If they are not accurate, they pitch it a little bit further up, and they will get punished. Prashant Vaidya finding that international cricket is hard. Amir Sohail and Saeed Anwar making it a little bit difficult for him.
Outside off stump in the air, one bout well fielded. Well, that is a difficult one to stop. Just short of a length, just pitched just short of a length. It was played away on the offside. Have a look at this for fielding. One short is played away well on the onside. That's a very good shot. Amir Sohail whipping that one off his hip. It wasn't really that short. Beautifully executed shot, this one.
Well, it just goes to show how good this wicket is. The ball's coming on nicely and at an even height. It is not, as you said, short enough, but Amir Sohail has just pivoted onto the back foot and hit it in front of square. That's a very good shot.
Oh, that's well played. Now that's that straight shot I was talking about. Running away down towards the fence. And they won't get it. Very good shot. He didn't try and blast that through the offside. Caressed it. Pakistan 52 without loss. So there's that beautiful straight drive down to the fence. The ball bobbling across this outfield was hit just firmly enough to roll into the fence. Oh, this will be close. Well, I think that would have been out, so the Indians have missed another opportunity. That's not very good fielding. He really should have hit the stumps there. It is a nice little underarm at the stumps from sideways on. Let's have another look.
Yes, that's good work there from Rahul Dravid, picking it up and having a go at it. And he's missed it just by a fraction. Amir Sohail would have been out by a fair length.
Down the wicket he goes, smash! All the way to the fence. Charged him, bold move this was, which worked.
Well, Saeed Anwar obviously doesn't think too much of Prashant Vaidya or his pace, and he's gone down the wicket to him just like a batsman would go to a spinner.
Thank you, Tony, and that could be the first 6, or is it a 4? We'll have to wait for the signal from the fielder. It's a 4.
Well, Saeed Anwar now looking to cut loose. Yeah, this is one of his favourite shots, picked up from outside the off stump, hit over deep mid-wicket. Ball landing just inside the fence and then crossing over.
It's bowled in. Middle stump knocked right out of the ground, and Pakistan have lost their first wicket, and there's the Indian support suddenly coming to life.
Well, just what the doctor ordered for the Indians. Saeed Anwar playing with the bat away from his body, trying to hit it on the up. Ball sneaking through between bat and pad here as he looks to play across the line, and he has his middle stump knocked back. So big breakthrough for India, 77 for 1 Pakistan.
A good delivery. There must have been some movement the way Ramiz played it.
Yes, he played a little bit too early, closed the face of the blade. In fact, he gets a thickish outside edge here. There you see looking to play on the onside.
And that's down to the third man boundary, 4 runs. 5th 4 for Amir Sohail.
Well, this seems to be a quite deliberate shot from Amir Sohail. It was angled outside off stump. And Amir Sohail waited on it, you see here, and then opens the face of his blade at the very last minute. And the man at third man is square, and he had no chance of stopping this ball. So, good cricket by Sohail.
Very delicately played.
It's in the air and very nicely played. It's picked the gap well. Will it be cut off? No, it won't. Well, that was very, very well played. That's his first boundary. Just gave it a little bit of room to try and beat the mid-off fields, but Andy succeeded.
Yes, and I think the key to that was not only just his timing, but the placement as well. And Ramiz Raja coming down the wicket, finding that gap, and seeing that there is a field deep but straightish mid-off, picking up the gap and just beating there. They did get a hand to it, but unfortunately for the Indian side, they didn't manage to stop.
It's played away on the onside, and it's a single, so that'll bring up the 100. short, cut away down towards third man, he'll get there too. Well, we said it was quite a lush outfield, but the ball certainly carried to the fence all right. If it hit into the gap, it goes all the way.
Yes, and I think here we will see that Amir Sohail giving himself room and cutting Raju, beating the inside fielder. And as you mentioned, although the ground is pretty lush and heavy, but the ball is travelling. That's one of the good things that the rain has done onto this ground.
Well, that brings up his half century. That's very well played. Amir Sohail, 50 of 63 balls. He really has got himself set here. He's making a good fist of his role as captain in terms of his own performances. Very often when you're captain, the batting or bowling falls off a little bit, but Amir Sohail is taking these responsibilities well. Oh, there's a mix-up. Yeah, this is all over. He's got him. Got out. Well, at last the Indians have put one together in the field. That was a suicidal run. Rameez pushed it away on the offside, said yes, his partner said no straight away, and he had no chance.
Yes, I think that was a suicidal run, there's no doubt about it. And I'm sure we'll see in the replay that Rameez, instead of just playing it with a soft hand, pushed it a little bit harder. Amir started going, and there is not even in the frame.
Well, a very important wicket, that one. Rameez out, run out. 17 of 33, the score 115 for 2. So Salim Malik is the new batsman. 115 for 2. Just over 23 overs have been bowled. Have a look at that record. He's had a lot of experience, 224 matches, and he's averaging about 34. Oh, and he's hit that one behind square, off the mark straight away. Oh, he loves that sweep shot. That's beautifully played. Smashed it away on the leg side. That was pitched just outside off stump. He played it beautifully all the way along the ground.
Yes, not only he timed it to perfection, but also the placement was excellent. There he is, taking it outside the off stump and sweeping it wide of the fielder, fielding a fine leg.
And this time going the other way. Salim Malik playing this shot beautifully. Picking this one from outside the off stump and hitting it in front of square for 4. Really is intelligent batting, experienced batting.
Venkatpati Raju, hands on hips, doesn't know what has hit him, because it really isn't a bad ball at all. But Salim Malik is a very, very good cricketer, very experienced. He's picked that spot up, having played an earlier shot finer and got the fielder to move finer. Now he's picked that spot up very well.
And again the sweep shot employed for more runs. Should pick up 2 here. 10 runs coming off this over, 142 for 2 Pakistan. And this time played beautifully by Amir Sohail, waiting on it, playing it late, getting the placement right. 4 runs backward a point. 148 for 2 Pakistan.
Well, once again making a little bit of room, and this time Tendulkar fell into that trap, didn't follow the batsman, which meant that he had the width. And of course this wicket is a very good wicket to bat on, this even bounce. So Sohail getting another boundary.
So 63 for Amir Sohail. He's been there from the very beginning. Salim Malik quickly getting into the act. He's on 19. Another single. Malik will have to hurry, and this could be close. In fact, umpire not calling for the third umpire, lifting up his finger. So that's magnificent fielding again from Mohammad Azharuddin. So second run out for Pakistan. They lose their third wicket. 156 runs on the board.
Well, if there's one man in the Indian team who really practices throwing at the stumps every single practice day, it is Mohammad Azharuddin. And now you see why. Because he is one of the rare Indian fielders to be able to hit the stumps. And the umpire really had not much of a decision to make. Malik was run out by a fair distance, and Pakistan are 156 for 3.
Azim Zamam takes strike to the Indian captain. So this is the time that the Indians can put pressure on the Pakistan batsmen. They've got a new man in. And beautifully played off his toes by Inzamam-ul-Haq. 4 runs the moment it left the bat. Lovely piece of timing. That shot had a lot of class in it.
Well, Mohammad Azharuddin keeping himself on, perhaps hoping that Inzamam-ul-Haq would take a little time to settle down, but Inzamam-ul is a class act.
And square driven this time for another boundary. So the big man getting into the act. Another beautiful shot. Square of the wicket on the offside.
Well, the Indian captain certainly making it easy for Inzamam-ul-Haq to settle down, get his confidence. Every batsman to the wicket, when he's new to the wicket, takes his own time to settle down. And if you're confronted with a top bowler, it takes it even longer. But he's facing part-time bowlers.
A loud shout for a catch, and he's gone. So against the run of play, Tendulkar picking up the wicket of Inzamam-ul-Haq as he tries to cut it on the offside. So the Indians coming right back into the game. 4 wickets gone for Pakistan, 167 runs on the board.
Well, there you are, Tendulkar getting Inzamam, putting a little bit more shoulder in that delivery, and the ball hurrying on, beating Inzamam's attempted cut, and that's the 4th wicket gone for 167. It's a very valuable wicket for India.
Be 4 runs past the outstretched hand of Mungia, the keeper. 4 runs is 8-4, and the 200 for Pakistan.
Well, just drifting towards leg stump, and Amir Sohail getting a very faint tickle here. See, leg glancing it, and then Mungia throwing himself to his right, unable to gather the ball. 4 runs for Sohail.
And that's a big hit. It's high in the air, and it could be a 6. We'll have to wait. Yes, it is a 6. It went soaring towards the boundary line, and that's 6 to Ejaz.
Well, this is 6 of the very best. An inside-out shout here from Ejaz Ahmed. Timing it beautifully and hitting it high over extra cover. Over the line for 6. So big blow that for Pakistan.
Oh, the crowd building up here. Davagal Shanak on his way now. Played away in the offside, that's it. Well played, Amir Sohail. Tremendous performance. The Pakistan captain has made a century in Sharjah, and what's more, he's played superbly.
Yes, he has. It's hot out there, but Amir Sohail realizing that he has a big responsibility after that collapse in the middle of the innings.
Got him, cotton ball. Well, he's tried to back away and smash it on the offside. That's well bowled. Kumble just following him there, and it was hit straight back at him. There's no way in the world Kumble was going to drop that one.
Well, certainly not. Kumble doing the right thing by going round the wicket to the left-hander and following him, cramping the movement of his arms, not allowing him a free hit. And the cramping of the arms resulted in Amir Sohail hitting the ball straight back to Kumble. A fine innings has come to an end. A captain's innings by Amir Sohail. Pakistan 235 for 5.
Well, that's in the air. It's either over the top or it's going to be caught. It's a biggie. It's gone all the way. That's what they needed. That was beautifully struck. Straight down the ground, over the top of the middle fieldsman's head and into the crowd.
Oh yes, Srinath trying to bowl a slightly slower delivery, but Rashid Latif had made up his mind that he was really going to have a whack at it. That's what he's done. He's timed it to perfection, and the ball's gone over extra cover.
They've got to go that one straight to extra cover. Little fumble there, but they'll settle for one.
Yes, it's the last over of the innings, so all the fielders are on the edge of the circle. They know that the single is going to go. The batsmen are going to throw their bats at everything.
Oh, and was there a little bit of bat on that one? I think there probably was. It's gone running down towards the boundary. Just keep an eye on the umpire here. Back they come. This could be out. Yes, he's got him. No, he hasn't. What did he do? Well, that was a terrible blunder. Tendulkar on the wrong side of the stumps for a start, and wasn't able to gather and get the bails off. This is good thinking. Sidhu threw it down the other end.
Yes, he knew that Ijaz was the one who had called for the third run, and Tendulkar actually fumbling with that. He was in two minds whether the ball would hit the stumps directly or not.
Yes, that was a strange one. He got himself behind the stumps and for some strange reason tried to gather the ball in front of the stumps, which wasn't easy. It was never is easy, and he fumbled it and couldn't get to it. It's well bowled. Third man into the action. They'll come back for the second now. They've got to run for everything. In comes the throw. This will be close. Yes, I think he's got him. No, he hasn't. A shake to the head. Not even asking for the replay. I thought that was going to be very close.
Well, it would have been, but Navjot Singh Sidhu has had to throw on the up. He's not perfectly balanced. You need to get all your weight on the right position, and very, very clearly home.
Good decision. Last ball. Whack. Played away on the offside. In fact, they've got another ball. Now there's one to go. So far, 8 runs off the over, and the total 270. Can they finish off with a big one? The crowd chanting for a 6. Up go those little signs they've got out there. Latif on strike. Straight back to Tendulkar. Gets a hand on it, chasing it. They're going to settle for one. Well, 9 runs off that over, and that is the end of the Pakistan innings. 50 overs have been bowled, and Pakistan have taken their score to 271 for 5.
And here's the Pakistan batting card. A good opening stand of 77 runs. Anwar contributing 44 before he was bowled by Vaidya. Skipper Sohail went on to score 105 before he was caught and bowled by Kumble. Towards the end, Ijaz scored 43 and Latif contributed a brisk 21 that helped Pakistan post 271 in 50 overs. For India, Vaidya got 1 wicket for 55 runs. Kumble took 1 for 50 but it was Sachin who was the pick of the Indian bowlers with 1 for 46. So the target for India, 272. When we come back, we'll find out if they manage to get there. Stay with us.
Sharjah and Scotland strike at the moment, and that one really goes swinging away outside off stump. Wide signal straight away. Well, that's the first one I've really seen move. And again in the air, but way through the gap, away to the fence before. Beautifully played. Well, so far so good as far as the plan's concerned. That's the first one he could reach, and he smashed it.
Well, this really is a beautiful shot from Jadeja. Got his front foot right out there to the pitch of the ball and just leaned into that shot. Stroked it through the offside. 4 runs, moment it left the bat. Lovely timing.
Talk about atmosphere, very difficult to hear up in this stand at the moment. Caressed through the offside. Oh, he's got it! It's out! Tendulkar's out! Put an extra cover! That is a wide ball! Tendulkar's gone after that wide delivery. It hit the bottom of the bat. It was a little lollipop catch.
Well, the Pakistanis cannot believe their luck. This was a wide ball from Aqib Javed. And Tendulkar going after it, getting it right on the toe of the bat, and a simple catch to the man at cover, Saeed Anwar. Delighted Pakistan contingent, India 8 for 1.
So Navjot Singh Sidhu in to replace Tendulkar. Sensation here in the Pepsi Sharjah Cup. Little Sachin Tendulkar out.
Well, this is how he went, throwing his bat at a wide delivery from Aqib Javed, getting it right at the bottom, and Saeed Anwar delighted.
Oh, big play. That's a beautiful shot. That's right off the meat of the bat. He wasn't trying to hit that too hard either. Lovely timing.
Very similar to the shot Ajay Jadeja played in the first over to Waqar Yunus. Again, a little bit of width for Navjot Sidhu. Put right out there to the pitch of the ball, and they're timing it beautifully through the covers.
Oh, good shot. Beautifully played. Well, Jadeja taking that one from outside off stump. I think he almost decided that he wanted the gap straight down the ground at mid-on.
Well, they packed the offside, and here Jadeja had chosen his spot, like Tony Gregg said, even before Aqib Javed bowled. And 4 very useful runs. Again, really gave that a spank.
In the air and way over the top. Well, it was so fast. I just got the feeling that the slip was a little late. It certainly would have been a fantastic catch. That's the second boundary. He just have snicked his fingers.
Well, Mushtaq Ahmed is at second slip, Inzamam at first. Had Inzamam been at second slip, he might just have caught this one, as Sidhu flashes at this outside the off stump, gets the thickish outside edge, and just over his hands there.
That's going to be another 4. Beautiful shot there by Sidhu to the extra cover boundary, and in spite of the loss of Tendulkar's wicket, India really fighting back, and this can be termed a good start. 37 for 1. And that's a beautiful shot. 4 runs. Oh, what a glorious shot there through the covers, matching Sidhu all the way, and it's 4 runs.
Yes, you're correct. What it's a glorious shot, Ifti. if Sidhu hit one of Waqar Yunus, which was on the up. This was a regulation half volley, but even half volleys have to be put away. They've got to be hit hard, all right, but they've got to be placed between the fielders as well.
He backs away, he smashed that one. That's a very good shot. Well, Jadeja there decided the time had come for another boundary. He moved his feet before the ball had left the bowler's hand. Backwards it was, and have a look at this.
That's right. He got into position before the ball was delivered, and he knew where he was going to hit it. And the ball was right in the slot for him, and there we'll see the full flow of the bat. He didn't even have to run. He didn't even move after hitting that ball because he knew that he had hit it well. He had hit it at the right place where he wanted to hit it. 4 runs.
Down the wicket he goes, and this is going to go all the way, is it? Yes it is. Way over the top. That's well played. Ajay Jadeja is cutting loose.
Well, the field placing was perfect, there's no doubt about it. The fielder was there, but the only thing is that Sidhu hit it so well that, Jadeja hit it so well. He timed it to perfection. And there it is coming down the wicket, picking the ball over the boundary for 6 runs. Magnificent shot.
Down it goes again, it's in the air, this is going to be out. One's too often, got him, yes! That's the end of Jadeja. Went for the big 6. Got it, decided to try and do the same again. Got a top edge, good bowling by Saqlain. He does get that ball to spin on, and that's what happened that time. It ended up going straight up in the air.
And there it is, the replay. Jadeja going for the same shot, and this time Saeed Anwar taking a comfortable catch.
Well, he had to go for it. That's what he was sent out there to do. However, he's out. 76 for 2.
Down the wicket he comes, and he could be out, caught, and he's gone. Caught at long off by Akif, and the 3rd wicket is down. And the Pakistan supporters on their feet. Azhar coming down the wicket, and he played straight down the gullet there of the fielder.
Wrong choice of the shot to play. Azharuddin has just come into bat. He really isn't well set. The ball turning away from him. There is a fielder at long off, and it's a simple catch to Aqib Javed. He doesn't miss those, and India have lost their captain. 89 for 3.
Saqlain now bowling to Sidhu. And it's up in the air, he's out, caught and bowled. Sidhu plays it straight back to the bowler, 91 for 4. And now India in considerable trouble. Look at the expression of Saqlain, and he deserves it. He is absolutely delighted, so is the crowd.
Once again, very, very well bowled here by the young man. He gets that ball to float away from the right-hander. He pitches it on the middle and off, making the batsman feel that he will be able to play it with the turn. The ball doesn't turn, comes on straight. It's a leading edge, a simple catch to him. India 91 for 4.
So Dravid is out, caught behind. The 5th wicket has fallen. 95 for 5. Mushtaq breaks through again.
Well, Mushtaq really has been bowling well. He's been bowling more of his leg spinners than the wrong ones. This is a very well tossed up ball, and Rahul Dravid thinking he hadn't played it, but the Pakistanis have absolutely no doubt, just as the umpire had no doubt. India are 95 for 5.
That's going to be a possible 6. We'll have to wait for the umpire's signal. It is a 6. Magnificent shot there by Mungia.
Well, with the singles being blocked by the close-in field, Mongia has decided to go for the big one. And he's hit it high and straight. You cannot place a fielder for that kind of a shot. It's very well struck.
And that brought the 100 up for India, 105 for 5.
Oh, he's hit that one straight down the ground. Well, that makes it really bad, because you reckon you've got a wicket, then it gets smashed away for 4. Definitely that's one shot they should play a lot, the sweep shot. That one's been whipped away and that'll get to the fence for 4. That is actually a full toss on a leg stump. And it would have been easy just to knock it down the ground and concede 1 to mid-on. That sweep shot, I think, probably has got to be played on a regular basis now. Iftikhar Ahmed is going to take up the commentary now. He's going to be with Ravi Shastri. India move on to 156 for 5.
Manjrekar facing Malik. That ball is short and it's going to be 6. It is over mid-wicket. A rank long hop, and Manjrekar positioned himself beautifully, and it's gone for 6. Manjrekar on 49 gets a full toss and he plays it square of the wicket. Mushtaq running round there, picks it up, returns. Manjrekar goes back for the second, and that's his 50. A superb innings for Manjrekar. What a wonderful knock. Brings a great deal of cheer and heart to the Indian supporters. A fine knock.
That's nicely played. They'll get 2 there. And that brings up his half century. And what's more, that's his first 50 in one-day internationals. Well played.
Yes, indeed. He's played very well. He's given Manjrekar just the kind of support that he needed. In fact, there was a stage when he actually outscored Manjrekar.
Down the wicket, and he's had a go at that one. This might go for 4. That's a good shot. Well played. Well, that half century may just give him the sort of confidence he needs. That is a lovely shot.
Yes, it really should be a milestone for Nayan Mongia, not the end of the journey. A half century should spur him on to go even further.
Got him, straight to mid-wicket. That's the one they wanted. Manjrekar on 59, trying to snatch that one away on the onside. Got underneath it, not quite enough though. And he hit it straight to mid-wicket.
Well, he's played a fine innings for his team, Sanjay Manjrekar, just standing up a little bit, trying to hit it over the infielder and not quite getting hold of it. The ball hitting the inside edge. Simple catch to Saeed Anwar. Manjrekar is out for 59. India 211 for 6.
In the air, out, oh, he's dropped him, and there's a run out here. Yes, he's got him out, run out. I reckon he's gone. We're wasting our time going for the replay here. Well, what an escape, an absolute dolly catch dropped.
And it was really a poor show by Javagal Srinath. He was probably trying to give Mongia the strike, but there really was no run in it. He was short of the crease, and India had lost another wicket. 212 for 7.
He's had a go at it, got it away to square leg, this will be out, got him, yes, got him, out caught. I tell you what, he actually hit that one pretty well. Smashed it away down towards square leg. I think that was Atal Aruman who caught that one. He's the substitute fieldsman out there.
Well, Anil Kumble has to go for it. The Indian batsmen have to go for it now. They have to get as many runs on the board, although they know that they might not get a victory, considering that they have to look at the run rate to qualify for the finals. They have got to go for it. In that attempt, Kumble is gone. India 219 for 8.
Very well bowled. Wakar Yunus getting that one right on target, swinging into the right-hander, and down went the stumps.
Well, that is the famous Wakar Yunus Yorker, the one that swings into the right-hander. And this is a great delivery for tail-enders. He gets it right on the spot, knocking back the off-stump. Too good a delivery for the number 10 batsman Prashant Vaidya, and India 229 for 9.
Well, that's got it. Oh no, he must have got some bat on it. That's well bowled. 6 runs off the over, 229 for 9. 43 of 18, they got to go. Whack! Straight past the bowler, that'll get down to the fence, and it'll be 4. Well, it just needs an over of 3 of those and 3 sixes. All of a sudden things change. Just not too sure though that Monghia's got the strength to get him over the fence.
Certainly he's got the spirit, because he's not going to give up without a fight. He's going to go after Mushtaq and try and get as many as possible.
Bowled in, that's the end of that. Well bowled. Mushtaq getting his career best figures. 4 for 47 off 9.2 overs. That's very well bowled by him, and in fact a very good performance this by the Pakistanis. Sent into bat first. They've really done it pretty well.
Yes, they have, and this is how the Indian innings finished. And Mongia trying to make a little bit of room and try and hit it over the top of cover, missing it completely, misreading it as well. Mushtaq getting that googly to go through, and India all out for 233 in reply to Pakistan's 271 for 5.
And here's India's batting card. Tendulkar departed early, but Jadeja and Sidhu kept up the run chase with 43 and 31 respectively. Then there was a mini collapse where India lost 4 wickets in the space of 19 runs. Rare guard action came in the form of 50s from Manjrekar and Mongia. Then under pressure from a steep required rate, it all fell apart in the end. All out 233. For Pakistan, it was Mushtaq Ahmed who was the pick of the bowlers. He ended with 4 for 47. Pakistan won by 38 runs. Well, that's all for this week. We'll see you again with another episode of Cricket Classics. Until then, it's goodbye.